It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Fists of Fire. And they will enjoy a weight advantage. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. And you can see who's more advanced in age. You've got to have it all in order to be a champion in this division. Welcome to the welterweight division.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
First up, we have Fists of Fire from Mexico. Last time we saw them in action, they lost by a TKO. Let's see how this one plays out. This is Canelo Alvarez from Mexico, coming off a very close win.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Mexico. Wearing the red trunks with red trim. Fists of Fire. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico. Saul Canelo Alvarez.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And that's the opening bell, round one. That jab won't score. Lucky that hook didn't score. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. That right hook's blocked. Holding nothing back here in the round. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. No doubt about it, this fighter loves to throw jabs, and a lot of them. Their opponent better have an answer. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Swing and a miss with that jab. That time counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. These punches coming from every angle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
The bell rings and we start the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? And he scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. Missing with that right hook. Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Insane action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Why weren't they more cautious? They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go to the fourth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. The perfect counter lands. Swing and a miss with that left hook. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. The pound-for-pound king, Canelo is down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I'm gonna see that again.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell for round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Beautiful counter shot. Can't score with that punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punch. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. The straight right just misses. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
on to the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? See the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Nice counter. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Round 7, here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Look how that straight's affecting them. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. The straight right just misses. Punching. Both men step back for just a moment. That jab doesn't find a home. Incredible work rate. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
And we enter the 8th round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is Todd. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.